Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? Hope you're all having a great one so far. It's a beautiful day once again here in the San Francisco Bay Area. The sun is out. It's just below 60 degrees, and I really can't ask for any better. I can't even talk. I really can't ask for any better weather during this time of the year, which is what I'm trying to say. So I figured I'd come and take a nice walk and chit chat with you wonderful, beautiful, amazing folks out here on YouTube today and discuss a topic that is just really, really sad to discuss, in my opinion. It's just really, really sad. There's some dude that was on a skateboard. I thought he was coming my way. It's just really sad because the the quality and behavior of our modern day men nowadays is unlike anything we've ever seen throughout the history of time. And I've kind of talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again here today. This is going to be a very professional, respectful, and mature stream. And I'm not really targeting this to anyone specifically. Not targeting this to anyone specifically on this stream. I'm sorry, I had to check something out for a second. But I will be sharing one YouTuber on this stream because I do care about this YouTuber. I'm waiting for people to go. They're coming everywhere, and I just don't want to interrupt them and interrupt my show here. Got people, got a guy trying to pull out, got a kid crossing the street, people on all corners, and it's like any way I go, I'm running into somebody. So we're going to wait. Be patient. You got all night. Got plenty of time. Got an external battery pack on this thing, and it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Yeah, give me a second, folks. All right. Now I think we're good. Now we're good. Somebody talking about one YouTuber that I really do care about, and I've been in cahoots with him over the past 3 years. And although we've had some very interesting experiences out here on YouTube, I still care about this person and respect this person to this day, despite what's happened. And what's happened really wasn't his fault or my fault, and I'm going to try to get through to him and anyone else that's going through something similar here today, with my message, and try to get this dude to understand, it's a guy, obviously, to understand what's really going on, and the way he's reacting to it is not congruent with his words. It's one thing as a man to say something, but then to do the complete opposite means that you're not congruent with your words. That's not masculine energy. That's more so feminine energy. It's more normal for women to behave that way because they're emotional beings. You guys are supposed to be strong men and be congruent with your words. Your actions and your words need to be congruent, and you're not. And that's why you're failing, right? And let's talk about, before I get to the topic here, let's just talk about something that I've been kind of noticing lately. Every so often, YouTube retunes recommendations, right? For, you know, any channel you use to watch YouTube videos on, right? Any YouTube/Google account, right? And so I started noticing that some people from my past started talking about me again, even though I haven't talked about them for well over a year. I've completely removed myself, right? I'm just sharing this for example purposes to show how I've risen above it and to show how pathetic these people are and how to handle this so you can move forward from it and create your own greatness and eventually surpass these people, right? Because until you surpass them with income and with subs and all that, they're going to keep coming at you. Lord Gaelic, how you doing, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Happy New Year to you and yours, man. It's great to see you. So yeah, you know, I've said this before, I'll say it again. You know, there are a few creators out here. Lord Gaelic, oh my God, thank you for the $5 super chat. Miss you, bro. Hope all is well. Yeah, dude, we need to definitely work together on some stuff in the new year, man. Thank you. That the super chat was unnecessary, but thank you, bro, for the $5 super chat. I hope you and your family is safe and you know, you're handling this COVID thing as best as possible. This is the only place that I can walk around and not have to wear a mask. But I'm distancing myself. I mean, how could I do a damn stream walking with a mask on, right? Family is great. That's good, bro. Yeah, in case you haven't heard, you know, over the last 6 months, I got my 2 shots of Pfizer, and I'm scheduled to get my booster a week from tomorrow. So then I'll have like 75% effective protection against this new Omicron variant, or however you put it out there, right? But I think I'm fortunate because I have a pretty strong immune system, and that does help. But thank you so much for being here, Lord Gaelic, man. We definitely need to catch up soon. But anyway, like I was saying a second ago, Lord Gaelic says, got mine as well. Good, bro. Good, bro. You're a good dude, man. You're a reasonable guy, man. That's what I respect about you. I respect reasonable people in general, but especially men nowadays in our modern world. Good, strong, reasonable men. I respect them. But nowadays you've got these, you know, millennials that are just like the most feminized men I've ever seen, you know, in our world's history of men, right? Since the inception of mankind, right? It's not all of them, but most of them. Now, like I was saying a second ago, so some of these creators, you know, they're like, oh, you know, you're a loser, or, you know, you're a failure, right? And they keep making videos on me on their small, pathetic little sock account channels, right? Or their backup channels, right? Okay. My question to you is, and you don't need to answer, you probably will. I'm not going to look at, I don't watch your videos. Sometimes they get recommended to me, even though I tell YouTube to not recommend the channel or anything, right? But sometimes YouTube retunes the recommendations, right? And you see the title. Eli, you're a failure, you're a loser, right? Okay. And I haven't even talked about these people in over a year, right? So my question to you is, if I'm such a failure and such a loser, why are you watching me? Why do you still watch me a year later? Let me pass this guy. Why? Because I don't watch people that are failures and losers. That's why I don't watch you guys. Now, that may be harsh to say, but I'm being honest, right? Okay? These guys watch me because they're the failures and losers, and the only way they can have some success is by calling someone like me a failure and a loser that's on the right path of doing things the right way, right? Just because I'm not fully there yet doesn't mean I'm a failure or a loser. And I am the only one within myself that can define whether I'm a failure / loser or winner. I think I said it wrong earlier, right? Okay. It's more important how I see myself. It's more important how we see ourselves than how other people see us. It's really sad. 1 year later, when you've completely ignored these people, how they still feel the need to say you're a failure and a loser. That's fine. That's your opinion. I could care less what you think. And neither do the people that care about me, because the people that care about me know the real me. And see, you guys know the real me too. You guys know the real me too. It's just you're doing whatever you have to do to get traction on YouTube because you're a millennial. And you've got nothing more to provide YouTube or this world than drama and attempting to kick another man down to try to elevate yourself above, right? That's the truth of the matter. It is. I'm not triggered. I'm just stating the facts. I mean, it's comical. It's pathetic, right? I'm not mentioning names. I'm going to mention one name here today in a bit and stick around for that. I'll mention one name regarding someone I really care about, and that's the only reason why I'm going to mention this person. But these other people, I'm not going to give you notoriety. Right? Yes, you're going to know I'm talking about you. And yes, dude, you know I'm talking about you right now. But I'm not going to give you notoriety. And no one else besides you and maybe a few of your cronies know what I'm talking about, right? Folks, you are only a failure if you choose to be a failure. If you haven't reached success at something you're working towards reaching success, you are not a failure. You are on your way there. You just haven't gotten there yet. You're working your way there, and you're moving forward in a positive way. And see, these people that come at you or come at me and say that you're a failure, you're a loser, what they want to do is try to, emotionally break me down and trigger me to the point of where I just give up and quit YouTube before I eventually surpass them with many more subscribers, much more income, with a real good channel. They don't want to see me get there because that would destroy their ego. That would just kill them, right? So they're trying to do whatever they can and say whatever they can say, thinking that it's going to get to me. In the past, it did. Many years ago on YouTube, it did, because I was new and inexperienced as a full-time YouTuber. But I learned the ropes fairly quickly. And I learned how to handle it and learned how to deal with it. And that's what I want to share with you folks here today. Learn how to rise above this crap, okay? Learn how to rise above this crap, whether you're creating this type of drama content on YouTube or, you're just an angry and bitter man in person and you kick other people down just because it makes you feel better. Because the way you see yourself is not a happy way, right? That's the truth of the matter. So yeah, you want to keep making your videos. I've said this before a few times without mentioning your names. For example purposes, you want to keep making your pathetic videos because you have a sponsor that's forcing you to do it. Keep on doing it, bro. It doesn't faze me at all. I don't watch that stuff. Yeah, I got your video recommended on one of my accounts. And I just told YouTube, don't recommend content from this channel. And I'll never see your content again. That's it. I happen to run across it or else I wouldn't even care to look. I don't even care to look. I don't have time to look. I don't have the time to look at your pathetic crap anymore. What the hell is that? Is that vehicle? That's a bail bonds vehicle. That thing sounds really bad. Let me pass by here. Wow, that thing sounded horrible. If I was a cop, I'd pull that thing over and force it to go in and get a tune-up. A fix-it ticket is what they call it. Surprised that Queen Helen Casey. No, I'm not paying them any attention, Lord Gaelic. This is an example for example purposes because there are some really, really good people I've encountered out here on YouTube that are really trying to, make something great happen in a non-drama way. And I'm trying to put it out there that you can all rise above this instead of continuing to feed into endless nonsensical drama. You can all rise above this, right? And even the people that are creating this content or that are behaving this way, these millennials that are behaving in disgusting ways. Let's just get to the topic and I'll get right to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, live from Red Morton Park in Redwood City, California, San Francisco Bay Area, Northern California, yada, yada, yada. This is episode number 198. We're 2 episodes away from 200. 2 episodes away from number 200. It's probably going to happen sometime this week. Probably by Thursday or Friday, I'll be doing episode number 200. Probably do number 199 tomorrow. And the topic of today's stream is the behavior of many millennial men on YouTube is disgusting. One more time. The behavior of many millennial men on YouTube is disgusting. Now, this could also certainly stem over to the way these millennial men behave in real life. It probably does. But I don't see what these people do in real life. I mean, I have some millennial friends, and I know some millennials out here in the Bay Area where I live, and I've seen their behavior, and it's... For some of them, it's quite similar as to the way these millennial men behave online. On here, especially out here on YouTube, right? It's disgusting. It's uncalled for. And it's not masculine energy. It's feminine energy. It's not alpha behavior to be a male content creator in their 30s and go from panel to panel to panel and whine and complain and scream at the top of your lungs like a female dog. And whether it's an act just to get traction, entertain people, or it's who you genuinely are, you look pretty fucking pathetic doing it. It's not masculine behavior, right? So again, I'm being real clear here because, some people, from what I've learned being on YouTube for 5 years now full time, some people out here say, oh, it's entertainment, right? I'm doing this as an entertainment type of aspect, right? Well, sure, that's fine. You're a drama marketer, right? It's entertainment, right? But whether it's entertainment or who you really are, even if you're acting like a female dog as a grown man, you're still pathetic. You still come off pathetic. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's not productive. It's not moving you forward, right? It's making you look weak, right? And why is it weak? Because if you guys that do this type of stuff on YouTube or in real life, you behave this way as a millennial man, right? It is because you feel you are incapable of creating something genuine and sustainable long term in a positive way. Why? Because you're lazy as fuck. And you want to put the time and energy into creating something great. So what do? You act like a female dog. You go around and as a man, you whine and complain worse than women do nowadays. That's how bad it is, right? You whine and complain worse than women, right? And why? Because it's cringy and it gets you attention, whereas anything else you do gets you zero attention, right? So as a grown man in your 30s, or millennials are 40 and under, okay? They're between 25 and 40. If you're a grown-ass man between the ages of 25 and 40, or of any age, but we're just talking about millennials today, right? If you're between the ages of 25 and 40 and you're a grown-ass man and you're pretending to, be a whiny and complaining type of man, which is what I'm trying to say, out here on YouTube for attention, that's the worst thing you can do to your masculinity. It's not masculine energy. That's the worst thing you can do to yourself. And in essence, what you're doing is saying that this is the only way I can get all eyes on me and make some type of money or gain some type of traction. Right? It's stupid. It's pathetic. It's dumb. Right? And like I keep saying, it's not sustainable long term. And in the end, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. Right? Because the amount of turnover you're going to be dealing with, trying to create a group of drama people that are going to do your dirty work for you. Once that one group gets tired of doing your dirty work for you, they're going to leave. Then you have to go and recruit a whole new group of people, which is time consuming and tiring. And then you start all over again. And this happens every 3 to 6 months. That's why it's not sustainable long term. You want to build something sustainable long term, you start off slow and work your ass off like I do for years without getting any traction. And one by one, you knock them down and you work hard each and every day. And you move the needle forward just a little bit each and every day. You don't shortcut things if you want them to be sustainable long term. But that's how the millennials have been raised, because of the way their parents raised them, right? And I won't get too far into it, but I've heard many stories from many millennial men and their parents, and what these men saw their parents do at a young age. I've heard many, many different stories, and it doesn't surprise me that they turned out the way they did, because their parents were more fucked up than they are. So how do you expect the kid to turn out, right? Right? How do you expect your child to turn out if you as parents are messed up yourselves? What kind of role model are you for your kids, right? So now what we're seeing through the millennial men is we're seeing the destruction of the family home with poor parenting worse than ever before. And why is it happening? Why do I feel it started happening? With no disrespect, I think it does stem back to feminism and women being liberated, not only financially, but sexually liberated. And so, women now are doing things differently. And because of that, it's changing the dynamics of, relationships and marriages. And in addition, if you have a child that you're raising with this new dynamic, with women being liberated, that child is not getting the same type of, parenting that I got from my parents, that were two old-fashioned, old-school, traditional parents with traditional morals, values, and ethics, right? So we're not teaching our millennials good old-fashioned morals, values, and ethics. That starts from your parents. That starts from the examples you're getting or not getting from your parents. More so not getting, right? What would these parents do? they would appease their kids. They just give them $100 and say, go hang out with your friends and come back in 4 hours. Well, they do some crazy other things I won't get into here, okay? But I think you know what I'm talking about. It is very, very sad what I've encountered lately out here on YouTube. I've been looking to consume some really good content. I love educational content. I love providing educational content, okay? And I like a little entertainment every now and then, but not drama entertainment, like real entertainment, right? I can't stand the fake reality TV drama entertainment where creators out here will go from panel to panel to panel on the live stream and try to intentionally infiltrate and trigger someone else's channel or live stream panel to create drama, right? Fake instigated drama, you know? And then they call that entertainment, right? No, that's not entertainment, that's drama. Drama is not entertainment, drama is drama, okay? Now, some of you drama people can consider drama entertainment, but to me it's not entertainment, to me it's stupid. And especially when grown-ass men do it, it's pathetic. But why do you have a large audience? Because the men that are not pathetic, like me, sometimes will just tune in to watch you self-destruct in real time. That's what you're doing. You're self-destructing in real time publicly on the largest video platform in the world. And maybe you're making some money while you're doing it right now, but how sustainable is that going to be 2-3 years from now? How much longer are you going to be able to sustain this? The turnover, the stress, right? As you get older, you're gonna start to see that your body's not going to be able to handle stress as much because you get older and your body parts wear down, right? But more importantly, what about growing up and saying, you know what? I was young once, I was stupid, I did some dumb shit. I did dumb shit too. We've all done dumb shit, right? But I got to the point in my life where I said enough is enough. I'm a grown-ass man. I got to grow up and, you know, it's time to get serious, right? See, I can understand guys behaving this way, you know, in their preteens and maybe, you know, throughout high school and stuff. But by the time you hit your early to mid-20s, if you can't snap out of the stupidity, right? If you're in your you know, your early to mid-30s, late 30s and early 40s or older, and you're still doing the same stupid shit you did in your preteens and your teenage years and your early to mid-20s, and then you're coming on YouTube to display that, in my opinion, you're a lost cause. You're a lost cause, and you're definitely not masculine. You're not. You're not masculine. That's not masculine energy, right? And again, I don't care if you thumb me down. I put a poll out on this stream here saying that, you know, to all of you millennials out there that are watching this, if you're triggered, feel free to thumb me down. And then I put on the poll, yes, I thumbed you down, Eli. And then the second option was, no, or I gave you a like and have risen above, Eli. And before I went live, it was like massively shifted with the dislikes. Why? Because you millennial men can't handle the truth, right? And guess what? I got you, because now you're engaging with my poll, and now you're engaging with my video. And guess what? You guys like to use people like me and other positive people to create your drama and grow your network. So guess what? We're about to flip that on you, starting right now. We're about to flip that. And we're going to continue flipping it. And as the days go by, I'll continue sharing how we're going to flip that. Hang on. I got some mud in my shoes, because I had to go off to the side. Oh, man. Give me a second. So we're on lap 2. Let me mention the creator I want to mention here. This is the only creator I'll be mentioning here. And I don't know, maybe he'll catch this. I know he's been going live a lot lately. And again, I do consider this guy a good friend. You know, despite, you know, our past experiences, which again, really haven't been that bad. But because this creator's had a hard time staying away from drama, which is what he says he wants, he continues flipping back and forth between drama groups and trying to do something positive on his channel, right? Okay. And I'll just say it, this creator's name is RJ Sandifer. And yes, RJ, I'm talking about you, but I'm not here to talk negative about you. You're the perfect example here because, number one, I do care about you. You're a good guy. And number two, once again, you're not even realizing what you're doing. You're not being congruent with your words. And I'm not mad at you. I'm not triggered at you. I'm trying to get through to you to help you because you say you want to get to 1,000 subscribers, right? And you say that this time you don't want to shut down your channel for like the 30th time. Because RJ's gone back and forth over the last 3 years between working with myself and good positive people and being a part of this one drama group of people that keeps sucking him back in, right? And why do they keep sucking you back in, RJ? Because you allow them to suck you back in. I haven't allowed them to suck me back in at all. I'm talking about it right now, but I'm not mentioning their names. I'm talking about it because I'm trying to help you and help other people rise above this, right? And whatever response videos they do, I'm not going to watch them. I don't care. I don't care what they're doing, right? And I'll share something more about that in a second because there is something I wanted to mention at the beginning of the stream, but I'll mention it now, and I'll probably make a pre-recorded video on it too, regarding you know, the usage of my content. And everyone should listen to this. I've come up with something that I feel is going to make a big difference if you're dealing with people misusing your content. It's one thing if they're using your content under fair use and doing constructive feedback, but if they're just trolling you and making you like a mockery or a meme or something like that, and they're not really doing any commentary on your content, that is not fair use. But they're going to argue and say everything is fair use. That's what these people do. They argue and say everything is fair use. Also, fair use doesn't allow you to use 100% of the content. It allows you to use small excerpts to, you know, do commentary and critiquing and all that stuff, right? But if you play 100% of someone's video, even if you critique it the entire way, that completely demolishes the original, right? I've had people that have uploaded 100% of my content and have gotten twice the views on my content as I have. I'm being honest about it, right? And that's not right. And it's these drama people that have zero content and use you as their content. Well, that's gonna change. That's gonna change. Because there are things now that are going to help change that, right? But again, even if you use my content to get more views than me, I technically don't care. But if I can do something to slow down your stupidity or to try to turn your life around and make you a better person, I will do that every time. So I'm not making any threats or promises. All I'm saying is that, let me just finish talking about this right now. So, effective immediately, anyone that has used any of my content that I feel is not fair use, if you've used too much of my content to the point of where it affects people from watching the original, or if you're not doing commentary on it, right? Okay, or enough commentary, depending on how much you use, I will file a DMCA copyright takedown, but I will not do an immediate takedown. I will issue a 7-day notice. YouTube now allows you to issue a 7-day notice. So So when you file copyright takedowns now, the form is still the same, but when it comes time to issue it, you can either tell YouTube if they approve your copyright takedown notice, they can immediately remove the video from that channel and they get a copyright strike, or you can choose to send a 7-day notice, which if YouTube approves your copyright takedown and you select the 7-day notice portion, YouTube will send an email to the creator saying that we received this DMCA copyright takedown notice. DMCA is Digital Millennium Copyright Act copyright takedown notice, right? We received this, and the copyright owner or holder has decided to allow you 7 days to resolve this issue by either removing the content or having them retract the takedown. If it's not resolved within 7 days by you deleting it or a retraction from the copyright holder, then it will turn into a copyright strike. Here's what that's going to do. And this is a great idea that YouTube came out with. Here's what that's going to do. What that's going to do is say, okay, let's say these people that are abusing my content have 3 or 4 of my videos. I'll go and I'll file 4 copyright takedown notices. But I'll select 7 days, right? I'll select, hey, you're going to get a 7-day notice where if you handle this maturely, nothing will happen. Just delete the damn video, right? It's going to force these people to remove their videos. Now, if they let it ride, if they let all of them ride, they might get 3 copyright strikes, which will take down their channel. They're not going to do that. So here's the thing. I'm making it very, very clear. I'm not triggered. I'm not upset. I don't even care. I don't. But hey, if I can do something to move myself ahead and to actually start earning revenue on my own content and not other people, because it's not just this group of people that I've been involved with for a while. There are lots of people on YouTube that use other people's content and make more revenue off of other people's content than the actual copyright holder or owner or creator. And that's why YouTube has worked tirelessly to really fix the copyright system. Now, do some people abuse the copyright system? Sure, right? But this is not abuse. In many of these cases, it is not abuse. I have no problem with anyone doing reaction videos to me. But if you use more than 10 or 20% of any video, whether you do commentary or not, you're taking away from the original. So that's how we're going to handle that. We're going to be giving 7-day copyright notices to anyone that has uploaded any of my content, and that starts effective immediately tonight. Now, it may take me a little while to get to everyone. I have not done a sweep in a while, and there are some things that have shown up in my copyright match tool, but there are others that haven't shown up because people try fancy tricks to try to avoid detection from the copyright system. I'm going to start looking into that tonight, and over the next few days, I'm going to start to file. So, fair warning, especially the people that I don't talk about, have moved on past from. Do your own thing. That's all I got to say. Do your own thing. Again, I'm not triggered. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating what's going on and how it's going to be handled, because it's just gotten to the point of where it's primarily these millennial men I'm talking about are just so angry and bitter and hate themselves so much and hate what they see in the mirror, and they're so lazy and spoiled and entitled that they feel they're entitled to even your content that's not theirs. They feel, these damn spoiled, entitled millennial men feel that they're entitled to use your content and make more money off of your content than you make off your own content. It's not the way it works. It's not the way it works. So that is that. So let's talk about RJ Sandifer. Okay, RJ Sandifer is a blind and autistic YouTuber. I've known him for over 3 years now, stemming back to my former channel I used to run. We're probably heading on 3.5 to 4 years of knowing each other, RJ. I mention you because I care about you, even though every now and then you talk smack about me still, but you're only doing that because you're feeding the current audience at hand, which is a drama audience, right? Okay? See, RJ, you'll say whatever it takes to get people to tune into your channel, whether you're drama marketing or not. Again, you're not being congruent with your words. Your words are saying no more drama in 2022, right? But your actions of allowing the biggest drama freaks on YouTube, these pathetic millennial men that are feminized, you allow them to come on your stream, a God-loving man's stream, and let them use very hateful and inappropriate words, such as the inappropriate word of a gay man. I won't say it here because that'll get me demonetized at the least. And I'm not saying I've never used those words before. I have, and I regret it. I feel bad, and I've apologized. Right? I've said stuff like that before, but then I rose above it. I'm like, that's immature. I'm a grown-ass man. And I have gay friends. I have friends of all shapes and sizes and types, right? And people are people, right? But see, you allowed these people that you said, oh, no more drama, right? No more drama, right? You allowed these people to come on your panel and use the most hateful and colorful language. And you just sat there like a good boy and you took it. After you were preaching for weeks that no drama is allowed and we're rising above this and that, right? Now, here's the thing I've said before, and I'll say it again. Again, RJ, I respect you. I think you're a good guy. RJ comes from a good family. Okay? RJ is a good guy, comes from a good family. He's a blind man, and he also has Asperger's, a form of autism. And again, autistic people have difficulty understanding certain social cues. What impresses me, or what's always impressed me about RJ, is despite the fact that he's blind, he's a great radio talk show host, and he is a great speaker, has a great voice, and is a very positive and uplifting man when he's not feeding into nonsensical drama, right? But in addition to him being blind, which doesn't affect him from creating, because he can still talk, right? Besides him being blind, he has Asperger's, a form of autism. And because of that, it makes him very vulnerable, gullible, and susceptible to being manipulated, to be tossed back and forth like a ping pong ball or a tennis ball. You see, RJ, you continue to let these people play you like a tennis ball, back and forth, boing, 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 right? That's what you're letting them do to you. Now, to a certain extent, I can understand you have Asperger's, and that's probably somewhat affecting you, which is why I've been very understanding, right? But I think more so on top of your Asperger's, I think you love attention, RJ, and you realize that you grow the quickest to a certain point when you're drama marketing, right? Right? You see your numbers hit a certain level, and then you start to, kind of get involved in drama, and your numbers go up, and then you're like, I don't want this growth to stop, so I got to continue drama marketing, right? Well, it's not sustainable long term, RJ. And there's this one other creator. I can't remember her entire channel name, but I believe her name is Natasha, right? With no disrespect, I'm not here to come at Natasha or anybody. I love everyone. I care about people. But RJ became friends with this channel run by some woman named Natasha. I can't remember the entire channel name, and I don't want to give notoriety anyway. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Okay. She has like over 7,000, almost 8. I think she has over 8,000 subscribers, right? So he started connecting with her, and he gained a couple hundred subscribers because of that. So I went over to Natasha's channel, decided to check it out because I wanted to see what the fuss is all about, right? And guess what Natasha does? She runs drama panels too. Now, I'm not here to criticize Natasha, and I'm not here to talk smack about her. I'm not trying to leverage her. I don't care. I don't even want that audience, to be honest with you. But she's a drama show host, RJ. She runs drama panels where people come on and all you do is talk smack about people, right? What kind of value is someone like that going to bring to you to move yourself forward regarding your positive message of wanting to uplift people like myself, RJ? You're a God-loving man. You've said you want to rise above everything and create positivity in people and help people rise above, right? But you continue to connect with channels that run drama shit show panels on YouTube. And because you do that, okay, you hit a bit of a quick growth spurt of 100 or 200 subscribers, right? And what you're not realizing is that that's a drama audience. So unless you're creating drama content all the time, and you're going to Natasha's panels and other drama panels as well and participating there, those subs will never watch your content. In essence, the subscribers that you have right now, RJ, if you try to run a biblical stream, you'd be lucky to get 10 or 20 views or 1 or 2 people in your box, right? I don't get what part of that you don't understand. I don't. I say this because I'd rather talk with you about this privately behind the scenes because, I want to be there for you, but you're not around, right? So I'm trying to put this out there not only for you, but for anyone else that truly wants to grow something sustainable. You got to rise above all this BS. You got to rise above all the drama. You got to ignore these people. You got to block them all and stop bringing them on your panels. If not, then you're a drama shit disturber yourself. You have 2 choices, bro. You have 2 choices. You can rise above it, start over, not start over, leave your channel the way it is, but get rid of all these drama people. Stop bringing them on your panel, ban them all on your channel, unmod all the ones that are modded, right? And start creating positive content that will maybe only get you a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10 views initially, but over the course of time, you can build with the audience that you want to build, a real good non-drama audience. So again, you can either continue feeding in the drama, and yeah, you might get to 500 or 1,000 subscribers with the drama audience, but how much further are you going to go after that? Why don't you take a look at these people, RJ, that you let on your panel? Look at their channels. How much have their channels grown in the last couple, 2, 3 years? For doing all this drama stuff consistently. Some of these people barely have 1,000 or 12 or 1,300 subscribers, and most of those subscribers, they purchased, right? What is their real active audience, RJ? Well, how many of their subscribers are real? Probably maybe 200 to 300, but how many of those are even active? Maybe 20 or 30, maybe 40 or 50 at times, depending on what they're talking about and how much drama they're instigating, right? Got a family coming. Gonna wait here a second. It's just one spot. Think about it, RJ, and anyone else. If you want to create something, you got to remove all the drama. You got to remove all the hate. That means banning people that are disturbing your message. That means not letting them come on your live streams. That means focusing more on pre-recorded videos and maybe doing some live streams by yourself. Why do you guys think I've hardly brought anyone on a panel for a long time? I've got the capabilities more than anyone. I've got a great computer, great setup, everything. I can do it, right? I can even bring people in by phone if I want to, right? I haven't done it because it's not sustainable right now, because I don't want to deal with drama people. I don't want to run drama shit show panels. I want to create positivity, right? And when my audience finally rebuilds to a point of where my positive audience outweighs the drama audience, that's when I'm going to start bringing people on panels and creating positivity. But right now, if I were to do panel shows, they'd be drama shows, and I want nothing to do with drama. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Give me a second here. I've got some people coming. I'll tell you. It's disgusting to me, like the title says, how many of these millennial men behave on YouTube nowadays, even in real life, but more so on YouTube, right? And if you're here from this former Dramasphere group I used to be a part of, unknowingly, unwillingly, right? I'm not just talking about you. You're just a small part of it. This is happening all over YouTube, especially in the community or communities that I need to penetrate to grow my business. This is what I've been dealing with. I've been dealing with pathetic, miserable, feminized, beta, female dog type of grown-ass men. You guys whine and complain more than women do. I have more respect for every single woman on this planet than these whining and complaining type of millennial men that are between the age of 25 and 40. Those are the millennials right there, right? Yeah, grown-ass men, 35, 36 years old, right? Acting worse than women. And I'm not trying to say women are bad. Some of them are. But women are emotional beings. It's more normal for women to behave in this way. When men behave in this way, they're acting like women. But these men are not only behaving like women do, okay, at a normal level, which is bad enough for a man, they're behaving worse. These guys whine and complain and scream louder than women do. Now, I've had my moments in the past where I've been triggered. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I've been triggered out here on YouTube before by these same type of people, right? And then I rose above it. I realized that they're playing a game of just trying to intentionally trigger me so they can make content off of me, right? Because that's what these millennial men do. They have no content to create on their own. So their content is stealing your content and trying to trigger you on live stream panels. So how do you put that on a resume, right? How do you put, if you're a millennial man that runs a YouTube channel like this, and you had to put what you do on a resume, what would you title yourself? Drama king? Oh, I'd say drama queen, because drama is more feminine energy. And even you guys that are drama kings, you're more drama queens, right? So as a guy, what would you put on your resume if you were trying to get another job, let's say, outside of YouTube in the real world, right? I'm a drama queen on YouTube. Because if you put anything besides that, then in essence you'd be lying, right? I gotta take off my glasses right now because it's getting dark. to my lady, if you're watching, I know she likes seeing my eyes. She goes, when you wear your glasses, I can't see your big, beautiful eyes. Well, thank you for the compliment, baby. Well, she tells me that all the time. But I'm just saying, hey, here you go. Is that better? Does that put a smile on your face? You got 18 people here. It's Dramasphere, right? Nothing I'm saying here is wrong. Nothing I'm saying here isn't true. It's all true. You all know it, right? So what can you do to change it? What can you do if you're a millennial man and you put yourself in this position of being a drama queen on YouTube, right? And your job has been to attack and kick down other men that you perceive to be better than you, right? Right? Because you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see. That's what happens. You look at yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see, right? And you look at other people's wardrobes like mine and say my wardrobe sucks. Well, hey, that's great. If you feel that way, that's great. I could care less. I love my wardrobes, right? Maybe you think my videos are cringy. Okay, that's your opinion, right? But the truth of the matter is that you need people like me for your content. You need people like me for your content. You've got no originality and nothing special to offer this world. Well, maybe you do. You just choose to not use your head. You choose to take the easy way out. You've, in essence, given up on yourself. You have. You've given up on your manhood. You're not an alpha male if you're behaving this way. So how do you turn it around? Rise above it. Look at yourself in the mirror. And if you're unhappy because you're a little out of shape, right? Then start eating better and exercising every day instead of sitting on your ass on YouTube all day trolling people and attacking people, right? Get out every day and get some exercise. Stop drinking as much because all you guys are so miserable you drink, which puts on more pounds, right? And sets you further behind, right? Start following some more positive and uplifting content. Sit down and start thinking by yourself. I'm 36 years old. And I can't believe I'm behaving this way. I'm a 36-year-old grown-ass man. And I can't believe I'm behaving this way. What can I do to better myself? How can I rise above this? Anyone in this situation, I'm just, randomly selecting an age. 36, because that's close to 40. If I say 40, then people are thinking it's more Gen X, but millennials are between the ages of 25 and 40 at this time of this video in January of 2022. You can choose to rise above this. You can choose to turn this around now. You can choose to take a different path. And you know what? In most cases, to make a change, if not all, you've got to give something up, right? Some of these drama creators out here on YouTube that I used to be involved with were getting paid by a fraudulent sponsor to attack people like me on this platform, right? So in the case of those creators that are being sponsored by this fraudulent sponsor to attack and hate upon people and create drama content on YouTube It's hard for them to let that go. That's why they're doing it, because they're being paid to do it. They may not even necessarily enjoy doing it, right? But you got, in order for you to rise above this and create better greatness, something more positive, you gotta let that go. And you're not willing to let it go. None of you are. None of you that are in this situation are willing to let go of somebody paying you a monthly salary to attack other innocent YouTubers and to stir up the drama pot, right? But how far is that going to take you? I've said it before, I'll say it again. How far is that going to take you? How much money is that going to make you, right? Even if you're making $100,000 a year, which you guys aren't, and I don't care what you make, and I'm not criticizing you, and I'm not trying to call you liars. I don't care what you make. I'm just saying hypothetically, let's say you make $100,000 a year doing this, and you've been doing this for 4 or 5 years. You're never going to make anything more than 100 grand. You're tapped out. Why are you tapped out? Because in order to keep doing what you're doing, you have to cycle your shit through a drama audience that eventually gets tired of the same old drama and then leaves every 3 to 6 months, and you have to recruit a new audience. So it's like you're never getting ahead. You're always fighting to just stay at the level you're at, right? So yeah, maybe you'll make 100K a year. Maybe some years 80, maybe some years 120, right? But you're never going to rise above that, because the amount of work you're going to have to keep doing to maintain it, with everything you lose because of what you do, is not going to be worth it. You're going to burn out at some point, right? That's why for me, I'm taking the long road and building sustainability, because once I get this where it's at, it's going to be sustainable. It's going to be sustainable long term. And it already is sustainable long term. It's just in the growth process. And it's taking a long time to grow. Why? Because of having to deal with people like you, pathetic millennial men on YouTube that are behaving this way, that are coming at creators like me and trying to, harm our growth. Or another thing, some of these creators, what they'll do is, a lot of these creators, actually most drama creators, they have no social skills, right? They're not good at networking and meeting people like most real good YouTubers are. So what do these drama creators do? They wait for the good creators to start building a network, and once they see a creator like me building a network of 20, 30, 40 consistent people on a live stream, right, or whatever, right, then they will go and infiltrate that creator's channel and wear them down so much to the point of where they stop following me, and then they go and follow their drama, right? They manipulate them, like they spin it around, right? These people don't create anything on their own. But here's the thing that these people that do this don't realize. You see, the audience I was building that you stole, and I'm not pissed off about it. I'm just stating it for a story here. The audience I built, or the audiences I built in the past that you stole, where are they now? They're no longer, most of them are no longer a part of your networks. Why? Because they were never there for that reason in the first place. And they got tired of your drama, because in order to get them there and steal them from me, you had to convince them initially you weren't a drama channel, when in essence you were, right? And once you sucked them in, you did things to them, threatened them in certain ways to keep them around. Right? That's what these people, these drama creating millennial men do. They blackmail you and they manipulate you, right? They do all this stuff to keep you around, because they know if they don't do it that way, they feel they have nothing else that's sustainable that's going to keep an audience around. Well, maybe start creating some real content and work your ass off for 5 years like I have, and then you'll have a real audience. I've been doing this 5 years. I'm still working my ass. I'm still learning things about YouTube, but I'm still moving forward. And I've risen above it, and I'm keeping it positive. Right? If I wanted to be a drama marketer, I'd be world class. I'd whoop all your asses if I wanted to be a drama marketer. Not because I'm a drama king or queen, because I'm just a smart dude that can create anything. I could also pretend to be conservative, like many of you guys pretend to be conservative because you know it's the most active paying audience on the internet and YouTube, right? How many guys have pretended to be conservative, fake conservatives, to siphon money from the conservative audience because they know it's the most active audience on social media and YouTube, right? And the easiest audience to manipulate because they're vulnerable and gullible, right? These pathetic, miserable millennial men, they prey on the vulnerabilities of people to get ahead because the real people like me won't give them a dime because they're not worth a dime. They could be if they wanted to create some real stuff, but they've chosen to go the other way. Here's the thing. I've risen above this. I'm not triggered. I'm in a happy place. I've got a great lady now for 4 months. We hung out last night. We had an amazing time, right? She knows everything about what I do and what's happened to me in my life. She knows about my family and everything. And she's learning a lot more about this YouTube thing. She's even seen, because I've sent it to her, and she's seen it on her own. She's seen everything these trolls and haters have done to me, right? And she goes, you know what? I don't believe it. So last night I was talking with my lady. Once she went home and I went home because we met up halfway because we live a little over an hour away from each other. We took a nice walk and had a nice dinner and it was a good time. But when she got home, hold on a second. Okay. When she got home, we were talking on the phone. And, she mentioned how there was one lady out there, and I know who she is, I'm not going to mention her name, was saying that, like, I embezzled money from my insurance company or something. Or embezzled money from somewhere. I've never embezzled one damn dime in my life, right? So you know what I did? I sent her a link to the Department of Insurance to check out my insurance licenses, which are still active. Another thing, I've been working on my continuing education. I'm still going to renew my licenses that expire on 1/30/122. But I'm almost done with my continuing education, and they're going to be renewed for another 2 years, even though I'm going to be inactive. The licenses will still be active, but I'm not going to be actively selling. I just have them to fall back on if I need them, right? She goes, baby, I don't need to see this. I trust you. I said, baby, I want to show you anyway. I want you to know everything about me. I want you to know everything I've been through. I want you to know what you're getting into. All the things I should have done with one of my exes years back, I'm doing now. I learned from all that, right? So I told her, here you go. Type in my license number. Here it is. Oh, yeah, active, blah, 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 right? I want you to do one more thing. Baby, I don't need to see anymore. I believe you. Baby, I want you to go to the disciplinary section. Put in my license number and see how many disciplinary acts there have been reported against me. Baby, I don't need to do this. Baby, I'm trying to prove a point here. We've got some motorized scooters over there. So she puts in my license under the disciplinary section. She goes, zero results for this license number. And she goes, you know what? I already believed you. I said, I know you believe me, baby, and I believe you that you believe me. But I got nothing to hide. This is me. This is who I am. This is what these people do, right? They make shit up, right? They stretch the truth. Have I had moments of where I've called people out here on YouTube and used some pretty nasty words that I shouldn't have used. Yeah, because I didn't know how YouTube worked 4 or 5 years ago. I made mistakes, right? And because I had some choice words to say about some people that were actually true, to be honest with you, okay? um, just the way I put it was not the most professional way, right? Just because I said a few nasty words, these people started to make things up about me, right? Right? And that's what people do. That's what unhappy people do, especially the millennial men. But even some men and women of all ages behave this way because they're just not happy within themselves, right? Like I've said, since last year and at the beginning of this year, this channel is a drama-free zone. No dramas allowed in here. If you're going to come in here and make stupid comments in my chat, even with all my filters, and you get through it somehow, right? And you make a stupid comment, you just get banned and you won't even get acknowledged. It's not a big deal, right? You just get banned and you won't even be acknowledged. And what does that do for you, right? What does that do for you? I'm calm and I'm not pissed off. I'm just saying, you want to come in here and take a stab at one of my moderators because of his name, right? You being a grown-ass 50-year-old plus man, making a sock account on that and taking the time to come out and make fun of a guy in that way is pathetic. It says a lot about you and your character and how miserable you are within yourself, right? It saddens me. It saddens me. Like, this is the state of men nowadays. This is the state of men nowadays. And because of YouTube, it's exposing the state of men. And you know, when I first started hearing women years ago say, "Where have all the good men gone?" I was like, I don't get why women are saying this, right? I'm like, what the hell is wrong with women? I was thinking to myself, what's wrong with women? But now, after everything I've experienced and seen out here on YouTube over the last 5 years, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with men? And ladies, I now completely understand what you were saying. Now, this is not a white knight for ladies or anything. It's the truth. There's a difference between white knighting and speaking the truth. This is the truth, right? And if you don't believe me and you want to reach out to me behind the scenes, I'll send you some links to these drama channels with these grown-ass 30 and 40-year-old men going and attacking other innocent men on other panels, live stream panels, and screaming at the top of their lungs more so than women do. These are grown-ass men behaving this way every day. Now again, to be fair, I've had my moments where I've done that in the past, even out here on YouTube. Years ago, I had maybe 2 or 3 or 4 different moments where that happened, right? But I owned it and I rose above it. And I'm not like that anymore. And I really was never like that. I just didn't understand how YouTube worked back then. I let it get to me, right? Even as a man, if you let something get to you once or twice, you're human. You're going to make mistakes. But at some point, you got to rise above it, because if you keep doing it, then that becomes who you are. It becomes who you are. Get your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. I'm going to be going off the air soon. You guys can all rise above this. You guys, you millennial guys that are behaving this way, which is the majority of you, especially the ones that create content out here on YouTube in the same space I create content in, the personal development slash relationship space, relationship dynamic space between men and women, right? You guys can learn to rise above this and start creating something great and start exuding more positive energy to truly help people, right? Instead of, covering up who you really are by saying that you're an entertainment channel and you're here to entertain people. Nah, most of you that say that actually have serious issues. And you're basically just being yourself and you're amplifying who you really are and making a fool out of yourself each and every day because the cringe factor draws the audience, right? And then you come to me and say, I'm cringy, right? No. The reason why you think I'm cringy is because I'm much more normal than you are. Again, I've had my moments. I've made mistakes. I've said some things that I shouldn't have said, right? That doesn't make me abnormal. That makes me human. And to you millennials that were raised differently, your definition of cringe is way different than a Gen Xer's definition. See, because you millennial men, you guys started this whole meme thing where you feel it's super funny to superimpose, one man's picture of his head over another man's body. Or dress him up in like women's clothing and stuff, right? How stupid is that? How productive is that, right? Now, maybe for some people that are that good at it can make money publishing it. But if you're just sitting there creating memes just to kick other people down and you're not making money from them, that's a waste of time. And even if you are making money doing it, is this something that's really fulfilling, or is it something that hides your insecurities because you are not capable, or you feel you're not capable of doing something else more productive and more valued in this world? Folks, I'm going to be going off the air in about 5 to 10 minutes. Get your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. I'm going to start creating some more content. I'm hoping I get the energy to start putting out some pre-recorded videos soon. Like tonight, I'm going to try to record 2 pre-recorded videos and some more shorts videos. I've just been resting and relaxing. I've had a little bit of constipation lately. Was that holiday food? And I've been spending a little more time with my family and my lady, and I've been actually resting for the most part. I've been just really trying to get back to 100%, and I'm almost there, right? But yeah, there should be more content coming soon. And I'm hoping to start doing some positive live stream panels soon and some positive collaborations. I'm supposed to be doing an interview with Lauren Axelrod on the Real Talk with Lauren channel soon. We've been talking about it behind the scenes, but last couple of days we were going to talk, we both just got pretty busy. So hopefully I can get with her and we can get that interview done at some point this week. And the people that I work with from this point on, I made it very clear that these drama groups that infiltrate, that, for example, if I connect with a new creator and I start doing live streams on their channel, these other drama groups will try to infiltrate that group and troll that chat and talk nasty shit about me that's years old, that wasn't really a big deal, Everyone makes mistakes, right? And then they'll try to leverage that audience and make it theirs, right? Without doing any work, right? If you're going to work with me in 2022 and you're going to allow these people to destroy a great collaboration and not moderate your chats properly if we do a live interview like that, then I'll be gone. I'm just putting out a strong message. I'd rather create content by myself for the rest of my life than work with people that are going to allow other stupid, pathetic people, especially these middle-aged, these millennial, pathetic men, if you're going to allow them to infiltrate your channel and ruin, our collaboration, right? I'm looking to work with professional, respectful, and mature people. I'm looking to work with people that don't run drama shit show panels. If you're a drama shit show panel runner, however you want to say it, I don't want anything to do with that. And one more thing, RJ, if you're listening still, I'm sure someone will tell you about this, okay? What was that channel? Recline with Natasha, okay? I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. I don't have any problems with Recline with Natasha. But she's not the type of channel I would want to collaborate with because she runs drama shit shows. And I'm not even saying that in a way to where I'm trying to kick you down. But the reason why she has so many subs is because she's a woman and she's running a drama channel. And she just runs panels where she shoots the shit with people and then they talk smack about other people, right? See, there's nothing productive about getting on a panel on YouTube or anywhere and just talking shit about people, right? What's productive is getting on a panel and talking about global issues, or even, you can even talk about in general, like, the differences, between men and women, the difference in dating in the modern world compared to the past, right? But when you sit there and you run panels where you individually attack other people in your same space, all you're doing is projecting and you're trying to kick them down so you can feel better about yourself and try to much quicker grow and rise above them, right? In essence, all you're doing is setting yourself further back, right? And even if you do grow, you're growing with the wrong audience. You're growing with the wrong audience that's not going to be sustainable long term, right? So RJ, here's the thing. You do you. If you want to continue allowing the people you've been allowing on your panels to ruin your channel and destroy your channel, and then you keep deleting videos and eventually delete another channel, that's on you, bro. That's on you. Okay? But at least be true to who you are. Be true to what you're doing. Right now, your words don't match your actions. Your words are not congruent with your actions. You say you want no drama, yet you bring the biggest drama shit disturbing millennial men on your channel. Right? You sit there, it's funny. I saw your last stream. Why? Because I care about you, and I had a little free time while I was multitasking, working on something else. I don't go out of my way to watch this stuff, but I care about you, and I'm curious to see if you're congruent with your words, because I do care about who you are, RJ. You talked smack about this creator for an hour, and then you brought him on your panel with another creator, okay? And then those two went at it, and you just sat there, and those two went at it, and with no disrespect, I'm not trying to criticize anyone, I'm just saying those two went at it like two little girls, like two little female poodles, whining and complaining for an hour straight, and you sat there on your high and almighty horse because you claim to be a God-loving man. You're a former pastor, right? You sat there and you let them do that, and the choice words that they had, man. Come on, dude. The F word, the forbidden F word I'm not going to say here for a gay man. You let them go back and forth and say that and some other choice derogatory words. I'm sure you're going to remove that stream anyway, if it hasn't already been removed. Rise above it, dude. Be congruent with your words. Hey, we never have to work together again. It's not a big deal. I'd love to work together with you if you can finally move past these people and run and rise above it, because I think you and I have great banter together, but you still haven't risen above it. You're going back and forth in the same ways you've been doing it for the last 3 years and the last 30 channels you've shut down. The cycle's starting over again. Are we going to see another channel be shut down by RJ, or are you going to sit there and say, screw it, I'm getting rid of all these people? And I'm going to be congruent with my words and work with good people. And whenever I get to 1,000 subscribers, I get there. But when I get there, it'll be with real people that value me, not drama people that are just using me as a mockery to make money off of. That's all. All right, folks. Time to get on out of here. Lord Gaelic, thanks again for the $5 super chat earlier. It was great to see you here. Please, whether you love me or hate me, and especially if you're a millennial that is triggered by me being truthful, you can thumb me down here and also, choose the thumb down option on the poll. I'd appreciate that. I really want to know how you feel. Give me some more of that engagement. Hey, if you're going to talk smack about me, go ahead and do it. Let's engage. The more engagement, the better, right? All right, folks. I'm going to get on out of here. Have yourselves a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.